Bam! There it is. YouTube. We're here. We're back with some more Danganronpa New World Order. It is chapter 1. We got the stream here. If you haven't been to the streams and you're on YouTube watching the VOD, come to the streams just once. Try it out. It might be fun. You might enjoy it. You might like it. You might have a lot of fun. Anyways, we should do this, guys. Let's get into the game. New game. Predictions. I'll do my predictions right before the death happens. I need to remember the characters. You are Levitica John. Oh, Real Travis, thank you for subbing. Thank you for gifting a sub to Vocaloid. My girl Dominica John. That's what's up. Here comes the money. I was mainly on YouTube, but you're here now. That's all that matters. Just like before. Forgive me. Oh, Mii-Yu. What was that? Is this from Phoenix, right? This music? My functions must be in disarray. Perhaps the program responds to the shock of this situation? I should not let myself be preoccupied. The sun is about to set. I must be more considerate towards my hosts. Hey! Are my eyes deceiving me? It's Mona! This is Phoenix Wright music? Okay. Or are you some kind of bona fide robot? Calculating possibilities, selecting the most likely option. You never told me that you were a bipolar amnesiac. Nevertheless, I apologize for being so tactless. Regarding your condition, I should have known. And after you showed such kindness to me, a mere robot. Bipolar amnesiac? Oh! Figures, her habit is showing. Nah, I'm neither. What do I do? Or what I do have? Is a split personality. Our memories just take a few to sync up, you know? I see. Flagging in memory bank as critical data. I can't talk today. I can't read. Obviously. Are you guys seeing this? Are you hearing this? Anyway, what's up? You seem a tad ornery right now. My thoughts seem to be suffering from a glitch. It's as if, in the back of my mind, I can hear someone calling out to me. Someone I knew. Someone whose voice carries the warmth of human affection. Whenever my thoughts stray onto this topic, all I feel is a sharp pain. Nothing else. As if the pain is all I have left. But such a notion is absurd. I'm just a robot with no memories. Interesting. Tell you what. How about you let me conduct a maintenance check on you? Electronics are kind of my thing after all. Are you sure? Positive! I've always wanted to look inside a robot. In that case, I see no reason not to consent. Oh, she's consenting to going inside of her. Woohoo! Yes! Wow, are robots usually this compliant? You seem to be some kind of advanced tech. I wonder if they implanted you with any weapons. I look forward to finding out more about you. Me too. Aw, that was so cool. I give up. There's me. This is me, Blaise. I just can't bring myself to sleep. The rays of the moon barely obscured by the curtains, you find yourself hopping off your bed and moving around. Idly, you notice a bag sitting on the desk, but it doesn't keep your attention. So much has happened. As it turned out, it was already nearing dusk by the time everyone had signed the contract. Soon afterwards, we all decided to retreat to our designated rooms. They were built within the expansive school complex that made up our immediate environment. Apparently, interiors are identical. We also decided to save the active exploration for tomorrow, when everyone had some time to unwind. However, when we were doing the head count, we found that there were only 16 designated rooms. Mii-Yu had been left out. I shouldn't have hesitated to take her in. Mona. In the time it took the rest of us to blink, She was already dragging Mii-Yu to her own room. The death flags. Even Mii-Yu didn't have time to react. Still, the room count. I don't see that doing anything other than raising more questions. Is someone at the door? Shaking off my drowsiness, I got up to open it. Oh, it's Dash. Hi. Dash, what are you doing up so late? Just dropping by to say hello to a neighbor. And fuck it. Do you have any coffee? Wait. Whoa, 0 to 100. Oh, I found some coffee beans in my room just now, but I thought it'd be useless without coffee beans. Perfect. The one thing I was missing. The corners of his mouth, they're twitching really bad. Let me just go get them then. Calm down. Get this man some coffee, but he needs to calm. I could feel his gaze piercing daggers into the back of my head. Grabbing the bag, I turned around and... Gimme! He snatched it from my hand before sprinting out to the room. You know, you could have just waited another 5 seconds. Still, this feeling of being helpful to someone, it could be so easy to forget. You sleep peacefully that night. Rise and shine, sleepyhead! I don't want to get up. Okay, let me try again. Oh! Elisa! The coffee probably got crack in it. For real, Dash will murder for a good cup of joe. Crack coffee. What if Blaise is going to be the first killer like Kaede just to make our Blaise cry? No! Don't say that! If that happens, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset. That can't happen. This just in. Our reporter stands in the room of the ultimate teacher, observing him in his natural habitat. Elisa? Wait, how did you get in? I knocked. No, you didn't. The lock. With my lockpick. Ah, the tumblers were so annoying. She broke into my room? Is what I'd like to say, but in reality, your door was simply left ajar. Cut. Sometimes the truth is just so boring that it could never go to air. Oh, I forgot to lock my door. You really should be more careful. How do you forget to lock your door in a killing game? I could have killed you without using any equipment just then if I really wanted to. Fancy that. The most boring murder and unimaginable, where the assailant merely smothers the victim with their own pillow. I, for one, would like to know what the audience may think of something like that. I would not want to see that happen to Blaise. Bye, Uwu. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Sorry, force of habit. At least it seems she's already recovered from the shock of our situation. Anyway, head over to the cafeteria whenever you're ready. Everyone's already waiting. You mean, you're the last person to wake? Precisely. Coincidence or character quirk? I, for one, am interested to know. This is Elisa Cassidy reporting to you live from Kiki's. She took off at superhumanly speed. Grumble, oh my stomach. Yeah, with all the commotion. Sorry, Belly, I've let you down. I ran outside my room. 5 minutes later. Blaise-kun! Oh, it's our favorite Nataliya. Ohio. Whoa. Gozaimasu? Girl, hold up. I don't know no Japanese. Ohio, Nachan. I was way too eager to say that. You sure took your time. Your tardiness has been noted. Comrade Sleeping Beauty. Prepare to see that reflected in your next salary evaluation. Slaves get a salary now? Hey, it wasn't exactly easy. This place is huge. Hi, Travis. Thank you for coming to the stream, and thank you for all of your contributions. Truly appreciate you, dude. And I'm glad you're doing great. I'm glad you love your job, and you moved out, and everything's going well for you. That's amazing, dude. Thank you again. Of course I'd take some time to find the cafeteria. How did you not find this place? The signs were everywhere. I'm not sure if you know this, Eden, but I'm not a psychic. I meant that literally. Did you not see the signs? Signs? What signs? Oh, sorry. Did you need them? It's okay. I'll put them back up later. You took them down, Virginia? What? I see. So this is the state of affairs. How conniving of you. Affairs? I'm not conniving. I am Don't you dare say it. Anyway, you'd better sit down. Your food's getting cold. Food? Yes, the food was already here when I arrived. Clearly, it is an offering from the god of cheese and steak himself. The god of cheese and steak? Very good, ma'am. I shall take that as a compliment. Oh, Dash made it. Well, what do you know? Looks like there's more to barista scrub than just coffee. He's also a great feeder. Was that a compliment? Admittedly, though, I'm also surprised that Dash can make food this good. He certainly didn't let it slip when I first met him. This Fangan is not letting me down. I'm loving it. Dude, the writing for this is so good. Like, each character feels so real. I love it. Yes, this food. It's almost as good as a McWappy meal from McDonald's. Ah, yes. This reminds me of when parents would bring their coffee to my... Whoa! This reminds me of when parents would bring their children to my office and expect me to look after them. The little lads and lasses used to get quite hungry in the lead up to playtime, so I'd always prepare food like this before play. Or play? Yo, what are you talking about, Pierce? Please, help! At least he's not talking about full leap. And at the same time, I'll be telling the parents about the way I'd argue their case in full leap. Pierce, what is happening? Curses. Boiled again. Yes, Dash. I must say, this food is simply scrumptious. I'd happily miss lunch if supper would be this good. She's still hiding. Hey, Mii-Yu. Mona, what is it? Thank you. This is the first time I woke up feeling well-rested in a long time. So that's what well-rested looks like on Mona. No worries. I'm simply glad I could help. The results have also helped me learn more about myself. I mean it. You're almost like... him. Him? Him who, what? While we're on the topic of robots, has anyone seen Killmore Bear since yesterday? Pierce? Who? What? When? Where? Why? Interesting. It appears my assumptions were misinformed. Well, I, for one, haven't seen him. I agree with Comrade Reporter Lass. I would have reported it if I saw him. Don't you worry. No sign of my parents from down here. The stars are silent. I live for the surgeon. He's so Danganronpa but unique. Same. I like him too. The whispers, too, have coalesced into a single phrase. No. Pretty short phrase. Oh, Nachan, is something the matter? Sigmund, why are you interested? It's not just intellectual curiosity, is it? Of course not, Miss Obi-Weeb Kenobi. This man literally just called her Obi-Weeb Kenobi. Oh my god. That's new. As you may recall from the original Killing game, Killmore Bear was a rather imposing figure from start to finish. What reason could he now have for simply vanishing? Fascinating. If only an answer could be quantified. Does it matter what the answer is? I only hope it shall remain as thus. You seem to know a lot about the Killing game for someone who doesn't play video games. What do video games have to do with anything? Ah, but knowledge is my area of expertise. Oh, I see where Yeah, okay. But put simply, I eat and I know things. Anywho, let us file that story aside for now. At this very moment, I, for one, am more interested in finding out how many strawberry cheesecakes I can fit into my belly. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love cheesecake. Agreed. My belly feels as light as when I'm whirling in the air. Oh, Grace, you're out already? My calculations suggested it would occur later. My accuracy rate has plummeted dramatically in the last day. So this really does happen when you put ultimates together. I wonder if anyone would mind if I borrowed some food off their plate. It's not pickpocketing if you put it in your mouth. Whoa, what? That's what she said! I wanted to say that! Me and Pierce are on the same level. Oh lords, why do you insist on surrounding me with blasphemers? The room aflutter with chat. We soon have finished our meals. Very good, everyone. Mina, I've been thinking. Since we barely know anything about each other, why don't we do some Sugoi icebreaker activities? I mean, there's a chance of all of us might have to cooperate as future world leaders after all. I'm surprised she could talk like that without giving herself a hernia. These icebreakers, they wouldn't happen to be based off your prison activities, would they? I don't know what you're talking about. Now, Blaise-kun, why don't you tell everyone what you're in here for? Why me? Hi everyone. I'm Blaise. And I'm a teacher. Oh, get off the stage. Blaise, is this where you usually confess to being an alcoholic? No, thank you. Wait, I'm not an alcoholic. What are you talking about? Thank you, Blaise. Now, why don't you share with everyone what you plan to do when you get out? When I get out? Nataliya, is that really the right question to be asking? Of course it is. Yes, harboring a strong attachment to the outside world may be a bad thing. But we cannot lose heart. Blaise, you animal, you teach? I didn't know, but apparently I did. We have to accept our reality for what it is and trust in our collective ability to create a future that is better than the present. But anyway, that's just, like, my opinion. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to, Blaise-kun. Prison is all about taking some time to adjust before opening up. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. But how extraordinary. Adapting her talent like that? She really is an amazing warden. When I get out, I'm going to show the world the true value of a quality education. Hey, anybody in the chat, who would love to have me as a teacher at their school? Wouldn't I be a cool teacher? Low-key? Wouldn't I be? Or am I too raunchy? Where did alcoholic come from? Oh, the reason why they said that is because he sounded like he was in an intervention. Have you ever seen the interventions, or have you ever seen like the group therapy things where everybody's sitting down and they're talking about like their problems or why they're there? Oh my god, me, look at all the people. Wait, some of y'all said boo. Bryant, you wouldn't want me as a teacher? Boo to me? No thanks, no thank you. I want gaming. Last year for me, bye. Yo, yeah, you'd be dope. Are we talking full-time or sub teacher? Probably sub. I think I'd be better as a sub than a full teacher. I'd be bored. I don't think I could teach every single day. That'd be annoying. There are also certain things I need to correct. A tad cheesy, but it'll have to do. Steve, no need to edit the footage. We're airing it uncut. Blaise, I'm so proud of you, Nyan. You're giving off a strong model inmate vibe. I'd rather give off a vibe that doesn't involve being a prisoner. Hey, Mii-Yu. Why does she only talk to Mii-Yu? Yes? Don't let yourself be one-upped by these idiots. Oh, I see why she only talks to Mii-Yu. I don't quite understand what you're implying. To the contrary, my senses are detecting an overwhelming degree of intelligence concentrated within this very room. Ah, yes! That would be me! Comrade Robo-Girl, allow me to explain this in plain British. Mona wants you to share a bit about yourself. As ultimates, our aspirations are mostly clear. You, on the other hand. Affirmative. Concentrating cognitive functions. When I get out of here, I intend to walk down the corridor. I guess it works like that. Mii-Yu? Inmate number 69? Shh. At which point, I will be faced with a decision, left or right. As my parts are not detachable, I will be forced to choose one over the other. I will agonize over the choice, even though such a decision would be trivial to the ordinary human. When I have made my decision, my emotional discernment simulator will undoubtedly touch me with the pain of sadness. Why? I do not know. Every decision weighs heavily on my heart. I can only hope that this falls within the parameters of human experience. Mii-Yu? I didn't make enough coffee to last the whole morning. Please excuse me, ladies. He read off before he could finish. That's some seriously crippling addiction to coffee. He sure wouldn't be out of place in my office. That was an impressive response, Mii-Yu. I too sometimes find myself agonizing over choosing the left or the right. This is, of course, in the context of pickpocketing. She's not talking from personal experience, is she? But as a writer, I can sympathize with your plight. You're certainly no ordinary dumbbell. Dumbbell? Pardon me for saying this, but out of all of you, I have calculated that only Hunt possesses the physical strength necessary to use me as a dumbbell. Oh, perish the thought! Oh, finally, it seems the ultimate Hunt is being appreciated. The great British Empire thanks you, Comrade Robo-Girl. Speaking of our immediate intentions, what exactly are our plans for today? I was thinking we could all split up and search the campus. There's no real reason of urgency, though. We don't necessarily have to favor efficiency and the like. I recommend the buddy system. Works wonders when you're trying to cover a particularly dangerous scoop. Buddy system. Not going to lie, coffee is iconic when served right. You know, the thing about coffee is it's very addictive. I remember I used to drink coffee a lot, like a shit ton, like all the time. I would be drinking coffee, but I had to stop. I got over it. I got over the addiction because it was messing up my stomach really bad. So biscuits and chill stream win. I'm trying to do some biscuits and chill too. Yes, we should have that stream soon. Seriously. Kindly remove your mind from the gutter. Indeed, it's not what you think it is. Boiled again. I have no issues with adhering to the buddy system. Just curious though. How will we decide? Are we allowed to choose? Tonomate, Grace-chan. Why don't we think this through? If we're allowed to choose, wouldn't that mean some people will naturally end up being left out? There's also 17 of us. Ah, but if he is one of us... I guess it shouldn't matter too much if one group ends up with 3 people, right? I wouldn't mind being in that group, actually. No, scratch that. I'd love to be in that group. Shoddy not. I'm surprised you could think like that without a trace of hostile intent, Sigmund. Think like what? Okay, now that it's decided, let's draw lots. Give me a second, 9. Everyone waited patiently while Nataliya made the lots. Guys, I'm bored. Blaise coffee addiction intervention stream win. I needed that like a while back. That was when I was working a lot though. I think that's why I drink coffee. It's because you need something to pick you up, right? Because I was working like a lot of hours, like every single day. Like I wouldn't even sleep. I would probably sleep like 3 to 4 hours a day. So you need something to pick you up, and coffee was like the easiest thing, you know? Marielle told me something. Let me see. Blaise, I got a question. Is the pink hair girl best girl in your book? Yeah, in a way. She's very cute. I like that attitude. I don't know if she's best girl of this particular series though, but I think she's a really cute girl. Well, nearly everybody. Ah, perfect. I have a volunteer. Hey, that's my line. Yes, stand aside, everyone. I'll make the best lots you've ever seen. Or my name ain't... Grouped? Grouped? It isn't, though. More time passed. And I think they're both done. Amazing. Knowing exactly when all the lots would be cut into appropriately sized pairs. Why, it's almost as if you're... I've watched them do it, dumbass. Not like this. Okay, guys, take your lots. I'll hold on to the last one until Dash returns. We all proceeded to draw lots. This writing is really good. Oh, this is just like a field trip. And I've always wanted a British Labour Party member as a partner. For the last time, Wait, did you just... Yes, British. I can accept that. What? Did something groundbreaking just happen? Looks like we're partners. Blaise, this shall prove to be a fascinating experience. Oh no, don't tell me. Is it Nataliya? Wait a second. What did you think of my monotone voice? It's not just for philosophers, you know. Wait, I'm partnered with her? It was good enough to make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, that's for sure. I'm paired with Florence? I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, seems that the fate wants me to steal your company. Let's do our best to find out more than the other groups. If we look hard enough, there's bound to be some secrets on campus we can expose. Indecently. I'm not so sure about the last part. Once everyone had found their partner, we quickly filed out of the cafeteria. Hey, Florence, how much do we currently know about our immediate environment? Next to nothing. As far as I'm aware, we've been transferred to a school complex of some sort. I like how you can see like a courtyard area right there. That's pretty cool. I don't feel claustrophobic in this school because there's actually like light, you know, compared to Danganronpa. You didn't see any fan arts for this game, really? A bit like the original Killing game? Indeed. However, this complex is not modeled after SBHS. The interior is very Japanese styled. I'm sure Nataliya can tell you all about it. How can you tell? There are subtle differences in interior design. Plus, quite a few of my stories take place in Japanese style high schools. The Japanese take petty theft very seriously. And rightfully so. It is a heinous crime. And murder isn't? Where I come from, you have to look your victim in the eye before killing them. Even indecent exposure requires a greater monosim of courage on the part of the assailant. The same cannot be said for pickpocketing. Stealing someone's beloved silk handkerchief while cowering in the shadows? To me, there's nothing more despicable. What is wrong with her? The domestic audience seems to agree at least. That's understandable, I guess. Compared to Danganronpa 1, I like this school because we finally got some damn sunlight. That's what I'm saying. Florence is an odd partner. I was expecting him to be paired with Sigmund or the pink-haired girl. Same. I was thinking the same thing. But still quite extraordinary. Anyway, we're almost at the front entrance. Is there anything else you want to discuss before we leave? Yes, actually. Did anyone try to escape yesterday? Ah, yes. You weren't there when it happened. When we only numbered 8, the Dr. Fellow tried to make a run for it. Screamed something about wanting to make at least one big whack before he decided. Before he died. Yep, sounds like Dr. Fellow, all right. When he reached the school gate and touched it, though, he made a sound not unlike a cat in heat. A sound? What type of sound? Turns out the fence was electrified. An electric fence? Hey, hang on a minute. If the fence is electrified, how do we know it won't still be functional today? We discussed the topic for a bit at the cafeteria before you arrived. Apparently, Magnus found a control room within the school and was able to cut power to the fence. He's not much of a sleeper. Him and that nomad really are awfully alike. Can I get a big whack, right? I'd kill for a big whack right now. Me too. I don't know. They seem a bit similar to me. Sorry for comparing. Why do I see whack as WAP? I'm sorry. Please, no. We're not talking about that damn song. I want a big whack burger, not a big whack. Oh, Magnus. Just from what I've been told, there are already some pretty huge differences between this and the original Killing game. For one thing, the entire school grounds seem to be available to explore from the start. Perhaps there's even more still to come. Anyway, let us proceed at once. Currently outside, we headed towards the front gate. Is that really what they say? Yes, though they are known to be rather ambiguous. Let us continue this discussion where we shan't be disturbed. They walk off. I wonder what that was about. Your guess is as good as mine, sir and ma'am. Ah, Dash. Fancy bumping into you here. Indeed. Eden told me something interesting just then. She said that if I walk out the gate and take a left, I'll find something that will make my day. I guess it's worth a shot. Let's go, Grace. Grace? Oh, for the love of... He ran off to look for Grace. Within seconds, you and Florence are left alone. We're actually outside. This is kind of cool. Yeah, you see that? We're actually outside right now. I like that a lot. Florence? Oh. Yep, don't mind me. Let us head off. We moved towards the gate. As soon as we stepped over the threshold, I was overcome with a throbbing sensation in my head. Right at that very moment. This is... Unconsciously, I found myself looking upward. What greeted me was a sight so fantastical it had to be seen to be believed. I need healing. How did they even... This is insane. Yes, stretching as far as the eye could see. What is it? It was a giant dome. What? A giant dome, so they're stuck. The truth lies behind the glass pane. So it's just like V3. Yeah. It's just like V3. I mean, didn't this game? No, it wasn't this game. It was the last game that we played. Never mind. Where shall you go next? Well, your choice will not affect the story. If you choose one location, you'll not be able to visit the other. Uh-oh. I better save then. It's recommended that you save if you want to see what happens at both locations. See, even the game's telling me. Ah, shit. Here we go again. All right, here we go. Head to the cafe or head to the park. What do you guys think? We'll ask the chat. Let's make it interactive. You guys just spam in the chat. I'll give you guys some time to spam. Sorry for the people watching on YouTube. I still love you. A lot of people are saying cafe. We got some parks. We got some cafes. Cafe. Dash is at the cafe. Some people are saying park. Cafe dash Grace British man. Cafe is boring. Big whack, but we want the big whack. It looks like more people wanted the cafe. From what I'm seeing. So we just need Mii-Yu to blow up the dome, right? I wonder if this game is really going to end like how V3 did. I don't want to spoil that, but... Park is where it's at. Go to cafe if you like WAP. Wick fanboy guy. I want some WAP. We're going to the cafe. Sir, ma'am, there's no need to look so down. Look so down? Must be easy for you to say, seeing as how you get your own cafe. I call it blatant favoritism. So, what are these? I love this song. These are called Robusta beans. They are cheaper to produce, but have a lower taste profile than the more common Arabica bean. A woman of refined tastes, such as yourself, would be good to avoid the Robusta variety. Interesting. Do tell me more. Hey, Blaise. Yes, Florence? Dash really lucked out, didn't he? First he gets his own cafe, then he gets paired up with someone that can actually tolerate his spiel? That's true enough, I guess, but I don't know. Things seem to be going a little too conveniently for him right now, don't you think? Now, I only write murder mysteries for my international audiences, but that type of situation usually turns into... gentlemen and ma'am, how rude of me. Here's your mocha. Thanks. Is he dissing me? And here's your flat white. A fantastic choice for a woman of your calibre. Hey, wait, hold up. Am I getting the mocha because I'm black? My coffee habits are an open book after all. As a writer, I live on coffee. The plot twist here would have been if I didn't drink coffee. And right you are, very good ma'am. Go on, do give it a try. It's all thanks to Blaise' supply of beans that this is possible. It's the only reason why I'm... He stared at my coffee cup, a scowl creeping across his face. But never mind that. Blaise's beans should easily be enough to last for over a year. That bag. Over a year? Guess he's not the ultimate barista for nothing. I think so. I think this is like V3 where everybody has like some kind of room that pertains to their talents. Yeah. You both take a sip while Grace and Dash watch on. This is... My goodness! I feel so alive! She stood up abruptly off her chair. Ryujin no Kenwa, what? She's screaming Japanese verse. Florence, are you okay? Mind if I take a sip of the flat white, actually? Florence? What? Or... We knew you'd say that. Here. She placed another cup onto the table in front of me. What was... Does anybody know what that reference is from? Oh, was that Genji from Overwatch? I'm dead. I took a sip. Immediately after, I had kicked over my chair and was running around this cafe in circles. That was... Oh my god, that was amazing. My clothes, they feel so light, as if they're about to rip right off. Thank God Pierce isn't here to see. The door opened. What in the name of full lethality is going on? We heard screaming and came running straight away. These people. Guess the symptoms are not unlike places ravaged by arch nemesis. Do you consent to me rendering immediate treatment? No, my lips can't move. I don't want this feeling to go away. Despite your muffled protest, Phoenix goes ahead and treats you in Florence anyway. A coffee cup empty? When did I even drink the whole thing? That was a close one. Another second longer and you may have fallen completely under my arch nemesis' spell. We're flattered you think of us that way. Now let us have a spontaneous quiz, lady and gent. Which of us made the coffee? Was it me or Grace? Well, obviously it was... It was Grace? Florence? I see you've recovered. Let us not speak of what happened here ever again. Right. Fair trade, I guess. We both completely broke character. You would be correct. Bravo. It seems your refined taste translates well into carefully considered thoughts. Yep, that would have been my answer too, definitely. I'm really that transparent? Next she'll tell me my dress is also transparent. We wouldn't mind that. I don't get the Overwatch reference. I think that's what Genji from Overwatch says when he does his ultimate move. I think so. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he usually screams. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Trust me. We'll know you. We'll let you know right away if your dress is transparent. I doubt it'd be through words. Not at all, Grace, my dear. You simply asked the writer to choose between the obvious and the unexpected. How did you anticipate I would answer? It's almost like asking a thief whether they'd steal from your left or right pocket. There's an obvious answer to that. Having said that, props to you, Grace. You're a very fast learner. It seems that Dash has taught you well. The pleasure was all mine, ma'am. So that really wasn't even Dash's coffee? What the heck? Thank you, Florence. It's rare that I receive praise for anything other than my singing or skating. Wow, she can make coffee that well. Grace. Yes? Hit me up. I think I'll just be leaving now. Hit us up. Hey, hang on. I've already used my selfie. Let's just leave them to it. Agreed. With the coffee, Blaise, with the coffee. I know. It was just funny that he said it like that. It's around midday and we still haven't found anything out about our situation. It was really smart of you to pack some extra food from breakfast, Florence. A writer must always come prepared. So really, it's nothing. Where shall we go from here? There's a town in the distance. Maybe we should check that out. Agreed. We walked briskly into town. This is so eerie. Yo, the music, what the hell? Having so many buildings, but no one around. Why does this look like Attack on Titan or something? Like, what is this? Yes, it's certainly unsettling. Hold on. There seems to be a commotion happening up ahead. Oh? What rubbish! Let us do away with the usual Wait, what? Niceties. I could simply smash this padlock, and then we can go on our merry way. Come on, only beta scrubs resort to brute forcing things. Just give me a few more seconds. Hey look, it's Florence Nightingale, and she's brought an elderly escort. Hey, whoa, I'm not elderly. Florence Nightingale? Hey, what's going on here? Ah, the dynamic duo. What are you both up to right now? The Divine Eye has decreed that there's something of great importance inside this mansion. We must access it at once. Hey, don't look at me. It's Eden that wanted to come here. Remember, Magnus, my advice always works out for the better in the end. Sometimes. That's not always. Yes, no need to rub it in my face. Zeke, are you trying to pick the lock? Yep, it's a tricky one. Definitely harder than breaking into my own home. Then doing what? Let me listen to the pins. We watched as Magnus leaned in, while Zeke continued twisting his lockpick. Okay, follow my instructions carefully. Twist your pick about 40 degrees to the left. Rotate it clockwise for about half a rotation. Yep. Now, turn. Click. Magnus, you genius! It's almost as if you're the ultimate navigator. I wouldn't have guessed. Hey Blaise, if you got time, do you mind showing us the characters' report cards? Wait, we can look at report cards? Are you for real? Where can I look at report cards? Is this something that I have to do like, is it like on a website or something? Just kidding. Unlike Gramps over there, I'm not actually senile just yet. Besides, lockpicking and navigating are two separate things, right? Not quite. Let's not waste any more time. Daylight's burning. We walked up to the mansion. When we arrived at the door, Zeke grabbed the knob and turned. Obediently, it swung open. But before we could step inside... Surprise! What an idiot. Virginia? And Mona too? What are you both doing in here? Communion. Communing. Yes. With Groot. Oh my god. I can't get over this Groot shit, dude. I can't. Don't look at me. I have no idea what this idiot's talking about either. Just while we're here, why was there a lock on the front gate? Oh, that? When we found it, the key was still inside the lock, so we turned the key and walked through the gate. But then the gate slammed shut right behind us. We were so worried about getting locked in that we just had to go back and retrieve the key, right, Monus? Monus? Don't call me that. The logic there is sound, I get. Wait a minute. Her logic doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, I thought that she would beg to be with Mii-Yu, but apparently she isn't with Mii-Yu. She's with Virginia. She didn't need to take the key? Brute. Besides, there was an intercom that you could have used to contact us if need be. Oh, there was an intercom? Oops. Looks like you and I both need to work on your map awareness and hunt. Yes, my superior British senses would certainly benefit from some additional fine-tuning. Since when did he become British again? But if the front gate was still locked, we'd then naturally assume that no one was inside, correct? You guys certainly much sharper than the usual crowd. This is some next level trolling right here. What the hell's going on? Anyway, my divine eye, it's telling me that we should search the library. Then let us hurry over there post haste. This place is huge. How could we possibly find what we're looking for? Hey, Eden, did your divine eye tell you where inside the library this information is hidden? No, not that I'm surprised. It's always had a habit of being painfully unreliable and inconsistent. No matter. There are 8 of us here. Let us use all available manpower to sweep this whole place from top to bottom. Spoken like a true personal trainer. Let's get to it already. Within seconds, everyone had dispersed in pairs to different areas of the library. How about this? You search from that end, and I search from this? Sounds fine by me. You spend a few minutes searching. Oh, didn't expect to see this here. What's that? Nothing. Wait, what do you mean nothing? You watch as she hastily places the book back onto the shelf. As she does so, the words shades and gray flash in the light for the briefest of seconds. Oh God. Has anybody in chat read this book before? Or seen the movie? A few more minutes pass. What's this? Did you find something? Motives for the first murder. You have been warned? Have you checked the contents? There's a bunch of newspaper clippings tied together. A few of them seem to be on the same topic, though. The downing of Lucinda Airways Flight 11037. Holy shit! 11037 has actually made an appearance. I see it all the time. That is. We should call the others. Understood. Hey everyone, we found something. Clear and crisp. You really are a teacher. We waited until everyone had joined us. You called? Impressive manner of articulation, comrade. It certainly wouldn't be out of place in one of our many military schools. Would you perhaps consider? No thank you, but I appreciate the offer. Florence, I take it you know about this incident? Yes, indeed. It happened not too long after the conclusion of the original Killing game. A passenger jet with more than 300 passengers on board crashed in the district of Terminus. It's a quiet place in Eastern Europe. A few of my novels are even set there. May I ask how you know of this incident? My bad. The plane was en route to my country when it crashed. As you can imagine, the incident dominated the headlines for quite some time thereafter. This reminds me of that plane that went down. Wasn't it like a Malaysian plane? Y'all remember that? When did that happen? That happened like a couple years ago. I tend to take notes of things that draw publicity away from my stories, so it's only natural I'd follow the case with close interest. Was it Malaysian or was it from Singapore? The plane from Lost? Well, why would this be tagged as an incident? Surely this means it was no ordinary plane crash. Oh, you're not going to read my mind to find the answer yourself. I'm simply asking for the benefit of everyone. That too is what I have divined. No, you are correct. That was no natural accident. Malaysia Flight 370 disappeared in 2014. Oh, dang, it's been that long? Yo, I'm telling you. Maybe it's because I've been reading articles about it recently, but It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but dang, that was like 6 years ago. The investigators soon found fragments hidden among the wreckage, which suggested the detonation of a pipe bomb. Data from the flight data recorder also supported such a conclusion. The pilots didn't even have a chance to send out a distress call. So many lives wiped out in the blink of an eye. Thankfully, the culprit was arrested shortly after and extradited overseas. He was apparently visiting for a holiday. I hope he enjoyed it. It was the last holiday he ever took. You don't mean... Yes, he was soon found guilty and executed for his crimes. Executed? In my world, that has a completely different meaning. But I see. The terrorist blew up the plane and was then stupid enough to get caught. What a total noob. Are you sure about that? Virginia, do you have something to say? I also follow the case quite closely. If you're a great secretary, you end up with a lot of free time. There's only so much group content out there. So I end up reading the news. Did she really have to throw the Groot in the middle of the sentence like that? Usually I wouldn't feel such disbelief if the secretary admitted to reading the news. I don't think he did it. And you think you know more than the investigators and the jury because... Groot. I knew you'd never believe me. A mere troll. You probably don't even think I'm a secretary. Well... Sorry, Virginia. I'm doing this for everyone else's sake. Groot? Virginia thinks that the way the terrorist acted isn't consistent with the way the guilty normally behave. She speaks. Sorry. Thinks from experience as a troll. That is what I have defined. You totally just read my face. In that much detail? So the guilty usually behave in a certain way? Yes. In most cases, there are certain tells. A twitch of the eyebrows, a minor change in tone, a slight smirk. Yep, I'm familiar with the last one. However, I saw none of that when they broadcast the terrorist's testimony. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say he was framed. Does anybody remember Flight 180 from Final Destination? I remember that. The one that just blew up in the air, right? As soon as it took off. I thought the terrorists would be in the plane with them. Because if you... Well, could you set off a pipe bomb like a trap? You know what I mean? Like, could you set off a pipe bomb like a grenade somehow? How does that work? I don't know. Well, what? Because didn't the kids in Columbine use pipe bombs? But didn't they throw them though? I don't know. I don't know how pipe bombs work. I play video games. Pipe bombs and video games are way different. Well, what do I know anyway? I'm just a lowly secretary. My observations would never be admissible in a court of law. I wouldn't exactly blame the judge. You sure about that, Virginia? The evidence was very damning. You could convict a pickpocket dozens of times over with the stuff they managed to dig up. Again, it's just a hunch. Groot hunch, but still a hunch. Besides, why would they even need to cover up the aftermath if they were so sure he did it? What's this about a cover-up? You should probably ask Elisa about it. She may know more about the way the story was handled. Looks like we'll have some interesting things to discuss later on. Considering this incident is supposed to be tied to our killing game's first motive, we should be careful. What are you suggesting, comrade? Now, this is just a hunch at this stage. Was somebody in this killing game involved with that incident? Uh-oh. But I suspect that at least one person in our group may be deeply connected to this incident in some way. Uh-oh. And this connection may be a strong enough motive to kill. Why else would there be such labeling? On the other hand, this whole thing could just be an elaborate ruse. The incident was resolved, was it not, comrade? I can't believe I'm saying it. At this stage, I'm inclined to believe that Virginia might be onto something. Hydrazilla, what's up? This is clearly far from an open and shut case. Never trust a troll. Or one day, you'll wake up with no pants. What? I finally see. The Divine Eye has an interesting request. A request? Yes, it's telling me to hold. A divination seance. What's this, Comrade Eden? It's a special gift granted by the Divine Eye. By tapping into its powers, I can recreate a deceased person's final moments. All of the senses, save for sight, as their eyes are now forever closed to the world. Ah, I think I've heard of this before. Traveling psychics added to assist the police with verifying certain details of a murder. If only you weren't limited by the lack of sight. I can only imagine how powerful your seances would be then. And how do we know this isn't just some made-up mumbo-jumbo? Well, looks like there's only one way to find out. I've been looking forward to involving such a large audience. Usually it's just the one detective. So, what do we have to do? Grind some leaves and smoke it? Dim the lights and say someone's name while speaking into a mirror? This ain't Bloody Mary, this ain't Candyman, and it's not weed. For now, let's just start by dimming the lights. You all oblige. Before long, the room is plunged into complete darkness. So, Comrade Eden, how exactly will this work? On 3, close your eyes and empty your mind. After that, we'll witness the final moments of one of the plane's passengers through their senses. It's a tad hard to explain. The basic idea is that you'll see the victim's interpretation of their senses pop up as words. Some words will be a smidgen bigger than the others. Bigger just means they're feeling it more strongly. Everything also shows up in rough chronological order. The time gap between each of the interpretations is also more or less accurate. Emphasis on more or less. I know it's a real mouthful, but trust me, it's easier shown than explained. Fascinating. Do you know the identity of the passengers we'll be looking into? Things get complicated when there's a large concentration of death in one area. Identities are blurred. I'm simply following the Divine Eye's instructions. It wants us to see this. Is everyone ready? Yep. Also, Virginia, it goes without saying, but please, no trolling. Oh, I hadn't even considered it. Sure. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Heavy breathing. Phone. Walking. Smash. Wind. Screaming. Smoke. Alarms. Laughing. This is from Spirit of Justice. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Pain. Does anyone wish to see it again? Let's try it one more time. We got heavy breathing. We got the phone. Smash, wind, screaming, smoke, alarms. Laughing. Pleading. What was that? Lightness? No, that wasn't just a feeling. Something's definitely wrong here. Several things. Y'all can turn the lights back on now, by the way. Everyone scramble to oblige. So, does anyone remember where the light switches are? Just sit back. I'll do it. Is something the matter, Eden? It's nothing. I just have a request to ask of y'all. Please. Speak of none of this seance to the others. They must not know what we just saw. For now, we should talk no further. Somebody's dead, bro. Remember it. Do not be preoccupied by it. We can discuss it when the time is right. But why? Surely this will be of help to the whole group. There's so much I want to ask too. It's not the divine eyes speaking this time, but mere instinct. I sense there's no merit to be found in further discussion. In fact, I may have already made a fatal mistake. A fatal mistake? What's going on? Affirmative, comrade. I shall trust in your judgment as the ultimate sidekick. How boring. But fine. I'll take this as a challenge. Virginia? What? Do you guys not trust me? Well, that's okay. I shall tell Groot and no one else. I swear it on my honor as a troll and part-time secretary. Part-time? Before long, everyone present had sworn an oath of secrecy. According to my calculations, dusk is fast approaching. Shall we continue searching for a bit, then meet up later with everyone else to discuss the findings? Might as well. But man, searching is so boring and time-consuming. My main has probably decayed to Challenger by now. Oh, poor you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see something glinting for the briefest of moments. After continuing the search for another hour, you all decide to head back to the cafeteria. Dash, what are you doing? Sir, just checking the... Excuse me for a moment. He walked off. Oh, welcome back, everyone. Mona, you took a bit. You look a bit... She's trying not to say it. Wow, Mona. Since when did you get rid of that resting... face? No reaction at all. Ah, hi, everyone. I do believe we haven't met yet. I'm Mona. Pleased to meet you. How confusing. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance too, Mona. I'm Grace. Why is everyone acting sus? I don't know. Don't worry about that. I share memories with my other half, so there's no need to reintroduce yourselves to me. About me though. I'm an inventor. I look forward to getting along with you all. This girl. She's sure to be an asset to the group. I can feel it in my war-weary British bones. Oh, Zeke, what have you done? I'll, just pick up where Dash left off, I guess. She walked over to the glass and started observing it. Yep, just as I thought. It's artificial. What in the fuck is happening with this girl? Artificial? You don't mean... Exactly what it says on the label. Let me show you. She reached for the doorknob. As the door swung open, it was as if a hole had been cut through the wall itself. Ah! Where would we be without technology? In a darker age, that's for sure. In the distance, you hear someone screaming something that sounds vaguely like -9. -9? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole town was revealed to be artificial. That would be pretty believable too, this town. It's as if my internal compass has been thrown into disarray. Ah, everyone's already back. We had quite the day, didn't we, Siggy? Mii-Yu? Please don't call me that. They both make eye contact. Ah, at times like this. Jinx! This robot, it really likes to one-up me, doesn't it? Did you just... I'm pretty sure that's a sign of respect, Siggy. She learns by communicating with people, remember? I, for one, feel that she has made incredible steps today. High five, Siggy. How robophobic, I know, right? I suppose anything is better than crazy Socrates. Gradually, everyone returned to the cafeteria. Ah, finally. Sorry about that, ma'ams and sirs. That was very unbecoming of me. What's he talking about? I feel like I missed something important. Oh, nothing like that. I assure you, sir. You're worse than a client that doesn't want to go full lethal. Why does he say that so much? I feel big death flags from Elisa. I would have to say, yeah, I'd probably have to agree with that one. I said nothing. Back to the matter at hand. Was anyone able to find anything of us or of use today? Nothing on our end. How devilishly typical of him. Leaving no evidence behind as usual. Him. He's been talking about his arch nemesis again, is he? Nothing from Dash and myself. On the plus side, I learned how to cook some more complicated cuisine. Which reminds me. She rushed out of the room before returning holding a large tray in each of her hands. Here, Grace, let me give you a hand. That's very kind of you to offer, but I can handle it myself. I must prove I can do everything without their help. Okay then. We watched as she brought in tray after tray of delicious smelling food. Mii-Yu, you're... There's liquid leaking out of the corners of her mouth. Ew, what the hell? Come to think of it, do robots even need to eat? I don't remember seeing you eating anything during breakfast. It's a bit complicated. That's a good point. I'm loving this new cast. I love this cast too. It's really well put together and the writing is so good. One of my potential sources of power is alcohol. I think my body is designed to react to it. Ah, that must be the red wine I used in the herring pate. Feel free to try it out. Are you sure? I mean, wasting food on a non-sentient being like myself? Oh, bloody heck. Of course you're sentient, Mii-Yu. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Aww. Well, in that case, don't mind if I do. And it was thus that not a single drop of alcohol entered anyone's bloodstream that evening. Elisa, we found something that might be of interest to the group, but we figured you might not, or you might know more about it than anyone else. Oh, am I being interviewed? Well then, shoot. Ask me anything you want. Okay, I'll try to keep this efficient. Does the downing of Lucinda Airways Flight 11037 mean anything to you? We found a document on it in the library, so it looks like something important. A sudden chill overtook the room. Certainly. I lost many of my colleagues in that crash. Many good people. They were right to put that terrorist 6 feet under, for all I care. It was one of the hardest stories of my career, and my life wasn't even in danger. About the aftermath, do you know if anything might have been, let's say, covered up? We were hushed into silence. A journalist must always protect their sources after all. But I take it... Oop, my bad. I take it they weren't the original source. Who cares that some snooty government official in a fancy suit thinks? You can tell us, and if this is being broadcasted, you could show the world the courage befitting of a future leader. You're right. What kind of ultimate journalist would I be if I kept turning away from the truth? You could do it, Elisa. You can do it. And start. Good evening, everyone. This is your newsreader, Elisa Cassidy, reporting to you live with some breaking news. Upon investigating the identities of the persons killed in the downing of Lucinda Airways Flight 11037 just 2 days ago, it was found that one of the candidates selected for the 49th batch of applicants was among the victims. More on that shortly. Wait, what? Furthermore, the suspect has just been arrested after it was found that the pipe bomb smuggled on board the plane was concealed within his luggage. Due to an administrative error, his luggage had been placed on a flight that departed 1 hour later than the one he was scheduled to take. But was it just a simple error or a sign of something bigger? I, for one, would also like to know. This is Elisa Cassidy reporting to you live from PIKIS. I like how she went reporter mode too. I think my favorite was Nataliya. Speaking of which, has she appeared at all? Yeah, she's appeared a lot. Sorry about that, everyone. I just thought it'd be more accurate if I delivered the story exactly as I did word for word on the day. That is more than fine. Such a splendid rendition, fit for the god of voices himself. I too can appreciate the value of a Sugoi recreation for making a point, Nyan. Good work, Elisa-chan. Oh, I knew Nataliya. I know, Nataliya, I know. Was it just me or did something seem amiss just then? Uh-oh. Ah, yes, I think I remember this story. I was sitting in a McDonald's ordering some Wick fries and coffee at the time. Oh, God. It was emblazoned across the front page of all their complimentary newspapers. I seem to recall that the evidence was rather incontrovertible. The trial lasted only a few days. Strange. The divine eye is throbbing. Something was definitely amiss with that statement. Finally ready to join the club. Now we have two reliable sources of information to challenge all that evidence. A troll's hunch and a psychic's weird glowing eye thingy. Unlike you, my glowing eye thingy allows me to make court admissible statements. Depends on how religious the country is. Religion, always a pain in the ass. Sometimes. I do not profess to speak for my fellows, but hearing what you said, that is what I live for. It would be my pleasure to correct your path, to show that without guidance, the human mind can be a hollow vessel indeed. I don't think I like what you're insinuating. I think she's hitting on you. Oh, don't you start. So about your story, comrade. There seems to be two main points of interest. Yes, 2 pressure points. Very good, sir. I thought the same thing. Such a line of reasoning also adheres to my secret method for crafting the perfect flat white. What? Hey, what's this? Which 2 pressure points are you guys talking about? Firstly, some poor sap from the 49th batch was killed in the accident. That's only 1 down from us. Very good, sir. Yet as far as I'm aware, none of the other batches have undergone any changes. Well, not officially anyway. But wouldn't someone have noticed if a batch had been reshuffled? Let alone if someone from another batch had died? I sense there may have been some tampering going on from a high position. I never thought I'd see the day where the 2 people with the most posh accents would form a spontaneous tag team. Nataliya? What do you think about this? I seem to recall that you did some cross-referencing across the other batches. Oh, hi! Nope, it is as Dash-kun says. The record showed no signs of being amended. This definitely stinks of a cover-up. You seem a bit distracted. Something the matter? Ooh, me? Lie, Daija-bu, I'm fine. The strangest thought just occurred to me. What if the plane bombing was a targeted attack? Grace? What makes you say that? I'm just thinking back to when Oh, never mind. Sigmund is a follower of Atua? Yeah, he might be. Anyway, what's the simplest way to assure that an event is canceled? Do you sabotage just 1 pair of skates? Or all pairs? Yeah, I was never that good with analogies, but I doubt you can sort of see what I'm getting at. Do correct my path if I've been led astray, but you're suggesting that someone indulged in the greatly profane to disguise their moderately profane intent? So like, did anyone understand what the hell either of them just said? Not me! Forgive me. I'm simply trying to speak in a manner that would be understood by all life, including the gods, old and new. I think I understand. To use my completely hypothetical situation, the grand act of total sabotage was done to achieve a much simpler goal, canceling the event. Similarly, the act of blowing up the whole plane may have been done to disguise the targeted murder of the 49th batch dead candidate. Well, why didn't you just say that to begin with? The jury to this answer was far from satisfactory. When even the philosopher is annoyed at how vague you are? Big facts. Well, because that would be the same as admitting that Never mind. It certainly doesn't make sense. One thing the prosecution was never able to establish was the motive. Why would the terrorists need to blow up the entire plane? What was their agenda? They had no prior affiliation with any religious or political organizations. Their psychic profile was even that of an ordinary person. You know what? Stop for a second. Let's think about this, guys. Like, playing this Fangame and just seeing how detailed it is. Like, not just with the characters and how they interact with each other and how they're written and how the dialogue's being written, but also the lore. There's like so much lore to this. And it's tying into the actual game as if we're actually playing Danganronpa. It's pretty wild. I love it. So remind me, how did they end up getting convicted again? The effort is crazy in this Fangan. It's amazing. As far as I can tell, there's so many shady elements to this case that warrant further calculation. Because hard evidence isn't something that can just be ignored. Emotions are not valid in a court of law. Moreover, the state-appointed defense attorney never brought up the fact that his clients apparently had no motive. If we take this logic the whole way, there was no reason for him to even attack a 49th batch candidate in the first place. Silence, everyone. Sorry, that was completely tactless of me. I'm still trying to fine-tune the way I'm able to draw attention. In doing so, I accidentally selected the most aggressive option. It's okay, honey. Comes with the turf. You were saying, Mii-Yu? Well, if we were to apply logic to your assertions, consider this. If a motive does not exist, is it because that is simply the truth, or because it was obfuscated? I think we're generally leaning towards obfuscation here. That's usually the case when there's been a suspected cover-up. Cover-up. Recalibrating. Then that begs the question, what is the real motive? Who would stand to gain something from the actions of that terrorist? All other 49 batches, of course. With one candidate eliminated, everyone else would naturally have less competition. Why does she look so pleased about it? Rephrasing statement. Who would stand to gain the most from the actions of that terrorist? A heavy feeling has settled over the room. She's talking about us, of course. Geez, you guys are such scrubs. And of course, he's the one to say it. So many lives lost as collateral to help us? The 50th batch? I don't know what to say about this. The logic is sound. Since we're the 50th batch, the next closest batch is naturally the biggest threat to our position. The stakes are also what? The stakes are also higher. If none of the other batches are able to prove they're better, we become the next world leaders by default. Every single person counts. And thus, we come to the heart of the matter. Someone is likely, as you humans say, pulling the strings behind the scenes. That person orchestrated the bombing of an entire plane, likely to cover up the fact that they were targeting just that one person. For what reason, we cannot say. They then also had the resources to cover it up. That is the conclusion my logical reasoning drive is pushing me towards. It sounds pretty far-fetched though, doesn't it? No, it definitely sounds plausible. The idea that the bastard who murdered my colleagues is still out there somewhere, and a scapegoat was executed in their place. It couldn't be. Nachan. Deja vu, Blaise-kun, it's nothing. And to put the topic on this giant burger, of course you would be talking about this. That was sus that what Nataliya just did though. She knows something. The real culprit is likely to be someone affiliated with the 50th batch. And possibly even one of us? True. Now this is exciting. I haven't felt so alive in 15 years. But hey, can you believe this Mii-Yu person is my roommate? I, for one, feel so BLESSED'd to bunk with someone so talented. You are too kind. Everyone. I believe that this is enough excitement for one day. I submit that it would be better to discuss this tomorrow when we are all properly roused. This is what the whispers have conveyed. Yes, indeed. Be sure not to underestimate the value of a good night's sleep, everyone. You don't need to convince me. There's still a couple of hours before my usual bedtime. I think I'll just wander around the school. Don't you usually do that during your sleep hours anyway? It's a different type of wandering. You wouldn't understand. And just like that, everyone started dispersing from the cafeteria. Magnus is right. It's still way too early to go to bed. And I doubt that too many people here are the early sleeping type. What shall I do? Interesting. It's time for another episode of Narrator Time. During certain stages in your daily kidnapped life, you'll be allocated time to spend on free time events. Free time events are bonus sequences where you can interact with other characters to learn more about them. In each chapter, there will usually only be one free time event sequence. This one took up roughly half of the chapter's overall word count, so you can expect it to be quite lengthy if you wish to play through it thoroughly. However, you are likely to find it worth your time if you like the characters or simply want to learn more about them. Generally speaking, though, they will not affect the overall story. However, they may foreshadow future events or future discussion on what has just happened. Moreover, you are free to visit literally everyone during these segments if you wish. Speaking narrator to player, it is strongly encouraged that you at least attempt them all. After all, it is likely there will be a big break before the next parts get released. It will hopefully make the wait less excruciating. Note also that these free time events will prompt you to make a choice. Be aware that the choices made during free time events are impactful, but not to the overall story. Based on your selection, you'll either get a bad, good, or excellent response. The excellent response will trigger bonus dialogue that would otherwise be unavailable if you received either of the two other responses. Most of these bonus conversations are very short. After all, they are just a bonus. If you don't trust your ability to gauge how a character will react to your responses, this narrator recommends saving before making your choices. Note that doing a free time event, even successfully, will not remove it from your options. You're free to try out each of them as many times as you wish. It is simply faster to save. Hint, hint. Finally, if you're the sort of person who hates socializing, you're free to just continue with the story. You dirty anti-socialist, you. Yes, that's actually a word. Smexy overlay in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that is pretty smexy. I like that. That's kind of clean. All right, let me see. Let me save. Damn. We can hang out with Levitica, Zeke, Virginia, Grace, Phoenix, Mii-Yu here. Or we could go to the park. We have Sigmund, Nataliya, Eden, Magnus, Hunt. Dang, who should I hang out with? Then we got Team Cafe over here. I love how Dash's thing is a cup. That's so cool. The D in his name is a cup of coffee. There are more people? What do you mean? We just looked at all the people. You saw that as I drink coffee? Some people are saying to you guys talking about meeting Magnus. I say Mii-Yu or Florence. Zeke moving up as one of my faves, giving me that Kokichi vibes. Yeah, he gives that to me too. Sigmund, Elisa, or Magnus. You guys like Magnus? You're missing one more person? Ooh. Or Siggy. If this Fangan has scrum debates, I'm nutting. That'd be pretty cool. Hope all is going well, Blaise. What's up, Wizard? Everything's going great. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. Choose Magnus or Nataliya. A lot of y'all like Magnus. Okay. Let's go with Magnus. I say. Hey, hey. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what he's singing. I said, hey, what's going on? What brings you here? Oh, you noticed me? He managed to stay in tune. But of course, it was within my calculations. Ah, I see. I was wondering if I could talk to you, actually. Considering the amount of energy you must have expanded, surely it must be something important. Well, that depends on your definition of important. I'd mainly like to get to know you better. Get to know me better? Is that so strange? You're a fellow candidate. Our talents may be worlds apart, but we may both become important leaders very soon. I see. What is it you wish to talk about then? Anything really. Your call. I think it would be more efficient for you to choose the topic. Fair enough. Okay, how about this? What's up with your uniform? My uniform? What do you mean, what's up with it? Are you saying it doesn't suit me? Well, have you ever been in the Army or Navy before? I've been a navigator for both. I thought I told you this already. Yes, but have you ever, had to pick up a weapon? No. I was simply there to give navigational advice. To get their armies from one place to another using minimal resources, sneak past enemy patrols. That type of thing. I see. I asked because you seem especially attached to your uniform. Is there some kind of deeper significance? It's not my uniform. It's a uniform reserved for the ultimate nomad. The ultimate nomad? Yes. He used to come with me on my voyages. My thoughts are usually a jumbled mess, but with him around, I didn't even feel the need to listen to music. Those were the sorts of voyages that I wish would last forever. On one mission, we were both awarded uniforms because of our superior directional skills. You know, the usual. They're made out of an extremely rare and unique materials, so they take a while to make. Since he was the great family head and I wasn't, his one was made first. But you know what he did? Without a second's hesitation, he passed the uniform straight to me. He needs it more. I can wait, he said before walking off. That's just the sort of person he was. That's why I know he must have had a good reason for not contacting me. I know he'll reach out to me again eventually. I should think carefully about what I say next. Uh-oh. Distance to the sun? Wow, that was so cheesy. Why would you tell me that? It sucked. No, I'm kidding. Survive for him? Survive for him. It's the only thought keeping me going. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm not used to being the subject of kindness. It's pretty rare where I come from. So, to be nice to someone else without expecting something in return, the idea of altruism does not exist. Maybe Eden can fix that when she becomes the head of AID? I hope so too. Looks like this conversation went well. We did good. Seems like I still have a bit of time. All right, guys, tell me, who do you guys want to see next? We did Magnus. I actually really like Magnus. I didn't know he was going to have like a backstory like that. He's a nice guy. Let me turn on my fan real quick. What we got? We got Sigmund, we got Zeke, Fierce, Nataliya, Mii-Yu, Siggy, Zeke, Natchan, Phoenix, Nataliya next. I saw some Graces. I saw some Mii-Yus. This one's a little bit more scarce. Everybody that's asking for certain characters. Have a nice stream. Bye, Mask Kid. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Mii-Yu or Florence gang? We'll probably go with Nataliya. Honestly, just roll a dice. Yeah, I just rolled the dice in my mind. I think I'm gonna go with Nataliya. All the characters are good, to be honest. I don't think there's any L's taken when you talk to any of them. You hear rustling in the leaves. Hello, is someone there? Boo! Konbanwa, Blaise-kun. I didn't scare you, didn't I? Not at all. There's no way I'd be scared by everyone's favorite warden. And everyone's only warden. I was hoping she wouldn't point it out. Okay. I've been meaning to talk to you, actually. The truth is, I'm a bit worried about you. Oh? Deja vu, Blaise-kun, I could take care of myself. I don't think there's a person in this world that can truly take care of everything by themselves. Gosh, you're really worried, aren't you? Is this about my silence back during dinner? That was very out of character for you. I mean, you seem like the sort of person that would usually be quite open in the way you conduct yourself. Aw, how kawaii. The teacher is trying to conduct some Sugoi psychoanalysis on little old me. Is this what you do to your students too, Blaise-kun? Only the ones I'm worried about. Just know that if there's anything you want to discuss, I'm here for you. Blaise? Yes? This is serious. She's not using any honorific. Hypothetically speaking, have you ever done something you've deeply regretted? We all have. But what about if you thought it was the right thing to do at the time? So you acted against your better judgment. You're talking about a situation where the right thing to do conflicts with your better judgment? Those situations are quite uncommon, yes, but they happen. Then of course I have. My students are a mixed bag, yeah, but I'd like to think that I'd be willing to do anything for them. To me, that's what being a teacher is all about, putting your students above yourself. There's no worse feeling than letting someone down when they look up to you. I've been there before, and I never want to feel those sorts of emotions again. so desuka. I don't speak Japanese, so sorry if I'm butchering that. Your situation wasn't a hypothetical, was it? Deja vu. Just forget I said anything, Nyan. I should think carefully about what I say here. Hold on, I'm saving. By the way, Blaise, can you see an above on Nataliya on your right side somewhere? Wait, what? Oh, no, Hoge? Oh, yeah, I see that. So, Deska? Daijobu? Oh, it's Daijobo. Daijobu. Gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. What if I lie? You're lying. Don't be a bakadesu, Blaise-kun. You don't have any evidence. So I can certainly appreciate that you're trying to look out for me. I'll tell you someday when the time is right. Well, I guess the conversation went well anyway. Seems like I still have a bit of time. Wait, really? We can hang out again? How many people can you talk to? Did I say the wrong thing? Think you could talk to everyone? Really? Oh, you know what? If you can, shit, I'll just save right here. Can you talk to people multiple times too? Okay, let's do... Game did say you can hang out with all Blaise. Oh, shoot. I thought it just meant like throughout the game you can. I didn't think it meant like right now. Holy shit. Well, that's pretty cool. That'd be like playing the prologue again. All right, well, I kind of want to get to the death. You know what? In the beginning of the next stream, let's just go and do all of the people, right? But I feel like for this stream, we should at least get to the first death. I want to get to the first death. Because we'll be sitting here forever just, you know, talking to all these people. So let's get on with the story and then we'll come back. I saved here so we can come back. Yeah, we could do, or we could just do a stream specifically for the FTEs. You know what I mean? Tired after a long day of exploring and talking, you gratefully collapsed into your bed. Uh-oh. What's up, Sam? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? Good morning, you guys. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Rise and shine. So he's back, huh? Who is? Killmore Bear. Who? Ah! Boop, 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 boop. Chatting me up, were we? Things were getting awfully steamy there for a while. What are you doing in my room? Just saving you from being the last person to get to the cafeteria. If you start jogging now, might even make it on time. With a grimace, I found myself obliging. It seems the period of silence was short-lived. Oh, thank you, thank you. No need to contain your excitement at my return. How would you rate this Fangan so far? Effort-wise? Amount of work put in? Writing-wise? I'm gonna be honest, guys. This might not be the flashiest Fangan we've ever played, right? We've played and watched some Fangans that are definitely more flashy than this game, right? But overall, quality-wise, and if you look at just the general aspect of the game, this is a well put together game. This is probably one of the best Fangans, hands down, that we've played here. And we've played a lot of good ones. And we've seen a lot of good ones. So maybe it doesn't have the flashy graphics like some of the other Fangans have, or, you know, the really cool like voice acting and stuff that you see. But this is definitely well put together. Very well put together. The writing is quite a snack. It's amazing. I didn't think anybody would put this much effort into a Fangan. This is this is wild. It's literally a free project, and like it's feeling like a fully fleshed out game. Not gonna lie, out of all the Fangans you reacted and played, this one has my favorite character design so far. The character designs are actually really good. And what's kind of sad about that is like the character designs are so good, but then since like they have that whole tracing thing going on, you know, a lot of people get upset about that. So kind of like knocks it down a couple points. Not for me particularly, but for other people. You know, other people would think like, oh, that's fucked up, they're tracing and things like that. But hey, they're not making any money off of it, you know, so it doesn't really bother me. Danganronpa doesn't need all those fancy parts to tell such a good story. Right. Chapter 5 and 6 for Super Danganronpa Another 2 is going to explode your mind. So, but yeah, I agree too. I didn't say this was the best one. I said it was one of the best. SDRA 2 is amazing. SDRA 2 is very amazing. What excitement. Need coffee. Ah, sorry I'm late. Was just a bit caught up in my calculations. I don't give a damn. We trace to keep up the pace. Sleepier than even Comrade's Sleeping Beauty. Preposterous. I wasn't sleeping. I'm not thanking you for this, Killmore. I wasn't expecting one. Your presence is more than enough for me. To save me from burning too many models trying to deliver the same message. Ooh, you have a message for us? Sounds exciting. Yes, come on now. Spill the beans. Beans? But I thought we were having waffles. Just a second, Mii-Yu. I mean, I'll be done in a few minutes. Your alcohol topping is just taking a while to prepare. Affirmative. I shall eagerly await your concoction. Perfect. You can hear me from the kitchen, right? Let's just get this over with. What do you want from us, Killmore? I come with good news and great news. Which one would you like first? Knowing you, I think it's best we start with the good news. No one disagreed. If you say so. As a reward for showing such grace while... Is someone calling me? That was... terrible. Sorry, Dash. As I was saying, since you guys have been so patient in my absence, I decided to give you all a gift. A gift, you say? And I suppose that should we accept, we will later come to regret it. I offer no promises, only gifts. Strictly no returns. These gifts? What are they exactly? Woohoo! Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of stuff. Collected over the course of all the exotic globetrotting I've conducted the last day. I don't think I want to know. Ew, his tongue was out, dog. Like, disgusting. Put that back in your mouth. So, no weapons or other contraband? Correct. These are just gifts to show my appreciation for how wonderfully patient you've all been. I have a bad feeling about this. Does it contain caffeine? Why don't you find out by taking a bite? You. Come on, guys. What's the worst that could happen? I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm collecting my gift no matter what. Turning down free stuff is not the Zeke way. I was skeptical at first, but I sense a certain deterministic quality to what that bear has said. It is likely we will be coerced into accepting these so-called gifts, one way or another. Let's just get this over with. Within seconds, everyone had collected their trinkets. A piece of metal shaped like chalk and attached to a string. Is this a joke? I'm wondering the same thing, Blaise. This lucky horseshoe amulet? Even the divine eye could not prepare me for something so redundant. Slowly, the room filled with general murmurs of complaint. Ooh, a diamond trophy! I've always wanted one to put on top of my shelf. Hey, no fair. I am not displeased with my gift. I shall look after it well. Oh yeah, sorry Mii-Yu. There was only one left. There was only enough space in my luggage for 16 trinkets, so I decided to prioritize the humans. Whoa, what the heck? Yo! I'm sure a fellow robot would understand. That is okay. Why is she being distributed? She's being segregated so much. This meal is good enough gift for me. Mii-Yu. On a more serious note, what is the great news you wish to share with us? I've been looking forward to this. Yes. Backed by popular demand, I give you the latest round of motive videos. Motive videos? I used to call them Exhibit X. X. Oh my god. These motive videos, what are they exactly? Precisely what it says on the label. When you all go back to your dorms, you'll find them in plain sight. Be sure to watch them as soon as you get the chance. Everyone, this is a bad idea. I suggest that we all collect them together and destroy them. Aw, jeez. You guys must think I'm stupid or something. Let me try again. When you all go back to your dorms, you'll find them in plain sight, bolted to some surface or other. I don't care if you see it as an eyesore or a welcome new fixture. Just make sure you watch the video. But you said this would be great news. Have we been lied to? Nope. It is great news for me. Ah, got him. We watched as he abruptly sank beneath the floorboards. So, what do? We're in quite the pickle. Anything that bear considers to be great news can't be good for us. Mona, what do you think? You haven't said anything since we all assembled here. Did it not occur to you that I was doing that on purpose? Yes, it certainly did. But it's usually the quiet ones with the best ideas and the most likely to murder. Kidding. Or who commit the crimes. Oh, hey, me and Florence were on the same wavelength. I have no interest in such idiocy. So you won't watch your video? No. Is this something we can all agree to? Shall I make another contract? Multiple agreements dilute the sum of their individual parts. I suggest we stick to just the main contract for now. That takes priority. As you wish. Now about last night. I've been thinking about the flight that crashed and how it might be connected to our current situation. Did you find something out? Nothing concrete as of yet. But has anyone actually stopped to consider why we have been kidnapped in the first place? Indeed, I have. Surely this must have been orchestrated by a person or persons affiliated with those in the lower batches. This is the conclusion to which the whispers have guided me. I hate to say it, but the divine eye shows nothing that would dispute this claim. Comrade Pierce, is something the matter? Doesn't that conclusion seem a little obvious? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle, so your loud voice isn't just for show. Yes, I suspect the same thing. A novel which charts out a completely unwinding journey to an unexpected or to an expected conclusion, that would be far from satisfying. Sometimes the simplest answer is the close to the truth, though. This is real life, after all, not some crime fiction story. I also can't help but think that our kidnapping is somehow tied to the aircraft bombing. Either way, Killmore is also trying to use that case as a motive for us to kill. Let's go through this again. Does anyone remember being personally involved in that case? I was one of the people who reported on it. It was big news at the time. But apart from that... And I live in the country the plane was traveling to. Naturally, it dominated the headlines for weeks. My novel releases were nearly pushed to the second page a few times. What about Blaise then? He goes to the bathroom a lot too, so he is sus. I'm the sus one because I use the bathroom? Why? So nobody else has a personal stake in the case they'd like to declare. Interesting. Okay, there's one last thing I'd like to clarify. It's to do with our memories. Our memories? Oh, of course. In the original Killing game, the participants underwent some kind of memory alteration. They even completely forgot they were friends. That's right, Nat. But does such a thing happen to us? I do not believe that in this case, sir. I remember my whole life with perfect clarity. Are you absolutely sure about that? I haven't used the bathroom yet. Just get to the point, Sigmund. We haven't got all day. Here goes. Can anyone remember what happened during the time of the aircraft bombing, other than Florence and Elisa? After all, it was only a few months ago. Nothing. There's nothing. A confused murmur ran across the room. What manner of devilry is this? I remember nothing too. Same. Could it be? And here, we hit upon the subtle trick that has been played upon us from the start. Several of us may, in fact, have a closer connection to that case. However, our memories have been altered to conceal that fact. Very good, sir. So your suggestion is that in many ways, our situation is not dissimilar to that of the previous killing game? Precisely. How did none of us notice? I suppose this is a symptom of memory alteration. Provided the chunk of missing memories is not too sizable, we may not even notice it's missing unless we directly try to recall it. Plus, I did try to allude to this earlier with a few of you, but nobody seemed to have a clue what I was talking about. Of course, that may have been mere confusion, but still. Oh, so that's what he was talking about at that time. So then what are our plans for today? Shall we continue searching the whole town? The mansion is clearly an important location based off of our findings from yesterday's search. I propose that we have people searching the mansion at all points throughout the day. It's clearly worth a dedicated security detail. Agreed. I'm willing to volunteer my labor for such a detail. In that case, so we devise a schedule? A few minutes pass as a mansion searching schedule is allocated. I take it we're doing away with the whole drawing lots and walking around in pairs thing? That was so nobody would get lost, right? Now everyone should have a reasonably good understanding of the town and its layout. What a relief! Doing that many push-ups is such a pain in the ash. From League of Legends. Okay, I'll be ready right after I pack a few things from my room. Same, to be honest. But what about the videos? Sooner or later, we'll all end up alone. We just have to trust that no one will watch the videos. It's the only thing we can do. I suppose that's a fair enough point. Let us all meet up in, say, 10? Oh, somebody's about to die. Somebody's about to die. Then the non-mansion people can split up and do our thing, while the mansion detail heads over. Sounds like a plan. I like your commitment, comrade. The divine eye. It cries out in agony. Everyone headed back to their rooms. After packing, you spend the remaining time trying not to watch the video. Sometime later. Ah, this park. Such a peaceful place. The tranquil ebb and flow of the environment. The fluffiness of the clouds as they pierce through the apex of the dome above. The feeling of the soft grass on the back of my head. It's almost like I could close my eyes here and just forget. Pretend I'm somewhere else. If only. Reality can be so inescapable sometimes. Who do you think will die first? To be honest with you, I feel like the person that's going to die first is right in front of our faces right now. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I really do believe it's her. Hi, indeed it can be, Blaise-kun. It's unfortunate, really. But I see you're still in the habit of monologuing. Oh, hi, Nataliya. Don't you mean Ohio? I know what I meant. Just jokey, Blaise. I see you haven't changed in the slightest from 2 days ago. I don't want it to happen either, guys. Trust me. I don't want it to happen. But I feel like it might actually happen. Anyway, what brings you here? The view, Blaise-kun, the view. It happens when you've been staring at nothing but buildings all day. Practically anything becomes a welcome change in scenery. I suppose that's true, and I stopped as Nataliya pressed a finger to my lips. What do you... Shh. Do you hear that? Hear what? No, it couldn't be. We should go, now. Wait, what happened? We both ran towards the source of the jingle, until we could finally hear it with perfect clarity. The only speaker in the whole park with a message playing on repeat. A message that sent chills down my spine. What the fuck? Somebody died? Already? A body has just been discovered. After a limited amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. Wait, what? Whoa, wait, whoa. Huh? Huh? Chapter 1, in. To be continued. How do I see who died? I need to know. How do I see? Hold on. Let me go on YouTube real quick. Danganronpa New World Order. Whoa, 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 whoa. We are not ending it like that. Dog. I said what? We got that apple pie on deck. We got Danganronpa New World Order on deck. We back. All right, this is the investigation, guys. Let's do it. I not want to spoil Blaise, the person who died, but just... Why would you want to spoil that right now? We're about to play the game, okay? Please stop. Don't do this. Stop. I hear you guys. I know you've played the game before. Don't spoil! Wait, Blaise? Yeah, I'm here. Blaise, snap out of it. Nataliya, wait, that was a flashback for Blaise? That's scary. Look, the scrolling text is telling us to assemble in the library. We have to go. Why? Why did this happen? We're the future world leaders. We should be setting an example. But now? This? Blaise-kun, I'll never forgive whoever did this. But more than that, I'll never forgive the people who set this whole thing up. That's the spirit. But enough chit-chat. You can continue yelling your Sugoi quotes of inspiration while we're on our way. But I'm not finished yet. Ignoring your protests, Nataliya drags you out of the park towards the mansion. How could this happen? Careful now, Hunt. We must take care to preserve the crime scene precisely as we found it. Hey, what happened here? I must be dreaming. Yes, dreaming. Please, I really don't want to know who dies. I'm scared. There's no way all of this is real. No way. First thing I noticed was the smell. Oh, it's coming. I hear it. The song. A metallic scent that could only be blood. Slowly, I moved my gaze downwards and took in the prone figure of a corpse lying face down in a pool of blood. Magnus! Bro, we just learned about him! We just learned about him! We were just free timing it with him! I loved Magnus! He was that nice guy that we needed! What the fuck, guys? Oh my god. That's like if Gonta were gonna die in chapter 1. He was literally like the Gonta of this game. Damn. Oops. The former ultimate navigator. Holy crap, you just got back? Well, if you missed it, Magnus died, dude. Yeah. I actually really liked this character. Magnus navigating his way to heaven. Not gonna lie, when I first played this Fangan, I expected Nataliya to die first too. I think a lot of us did, right? She's like that best friend character. Well, I think with that being said, I think we should end the stream here. We did a nice like 2.5-hour stream. I didn't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. I wanted to get to the death at the very least. We got to the death. Now we'll do the investigation and trial all in one stream like we normally do with SDRA 2. So I'm basically treating this game like I do with SDRA 2 streams.
Hope will never die. Industry notice, then still think of that time.